When I first started, a doctor friend of mine who was working here, she said, "Why don't you come to the Mountbatten and volunteer?" And I said, "Oh, okay then." So I toddled along and I chatted to somebody.
My wife and her mum both actually came to the hospice here, and their end of life were both here. And the services I saw here, not only from the nurses but from the volunteers, inspired me to think that's something I'd like to do.
So I have two roles with Mountbatten. I work in the cafe in the Hazel Centre, which is a relatively new role. I started that in March. But I've joined up to do the neighbour scheme, which is where volunteers will go and visit people at their home and have a cup of tea and have a chat and make it a regular visit.
My other role is as a Mountbatten driver. That involves driving patients in and out of the Hazel Centre to allow them to take part in all the activities that happen. And you might get the odd person I might bring in that need to actually use the services at Mountbatten, be that physio services or to come in for some treatment.
So we chat to people that have been bereaved. Sometimes it might be people who've got somebody poorly and they're about to die. Other times it's people that have lost someone. And we normally do about 6 sessions with them.
There's a few favourite things about it, but I think the thing I enjoy is actually meeting the people and seeing the difference that not only the volunteers here make, but the nursing community and everybody that's here, every aspect of the joy it brings them in a very tricky time for them. And not only for them, but for their family as well.
Just some satisfaction that you're making a difference to people. And you don't necessarily recognise that all the time. People are very sort of appreciative that you are volunteering, but you sort of sometimes go home if it hasn't been a particularly busy day and you're not sure, but actually you kind of do know that you're making a difference, and the people and the patients, everyone's so sort of generous with their thanks.
Don't be put off about the fact that it's a hospice, because actually it's not. It is, but it's much more than that. When you go around the wards and do T-bar and get the patients their drinks, the staff are so friendly and fun, and there are laughs and jokes and there's empathy. It's not what you think. Once you've got a role, it's much easier.